Red rooms are said to be some of the most horrific places on the deep web. In a red room, you can reportedly view a live stream of someone being tormented and murdered, and some have even claimed that viewers can participate in these live streams by exchanging cryptocurrencies for specific acts of violence. These two elements distinguish a true red room from snuff films that are sometimes uploaded to the deep web. Despite all the gossip surrounding them, one crucial question remains: are red rooms real, or are they merely an urban legend? In this list, we'll explore the history of red rooms and whether or not they actually exist. According to IT experts that frequent the deep web, if red rooms do exist, they would be so heavily guarded that only a select few people would be able to access them. Numerous fake red rooms have been reported, as have law enforcement sting operations across the web, making it even more difficult to find a real red room. Additionally, anyone performing illegal activities in one of these rooms would have a hard time advertising it without alerting the authorities to their dealings. Likewise, anyone seeking illegal activity is going to be wary of spending massive amounts of money on a product they cannot verify. The dark web is a small subset of the deep web and is largely accessed through the network Tor, also known as the Onion Routing Project. One of the chief arguments against the existence of red rooms is the claim that Tor is unable to stream live video. Tor is not the only way to access the deep web, but using any other network makes red room access even more difficult. This is why some people claim that if red rooms do exist, they wouldn't be found on the deep web at all. Instead, they would be hidden in heavily restricted, secure areas of the surface web. One common claim made by those who frequent the dark web is that red rooms do exist, but the streaming itself occurs on the surface web or the clear web to get around streaming issues that reportedly occur when using Tor. To access one of these live streams, viewers allegedly need to develop a relationship with the group who created the red room. Building this relationship may require multiple steps, starting with an internet relay chat and a connection to someone who already has the red room link. Once there, viewers must make an account and get an invite to the live stream. According to Wired, many claims about the dark web are overblown. The dark web accounts for only a tiny fraction of the internet, between 7,000 and 30,000 hidden Tor sites by most recent estimates. That adds up to only about 0.03% of the internet's total content. Those who use the dark web are also few. Of the nearly 2 million daily Tor users, only 1.5% of the overall traffic has to do with any sort of hidden site. The rest of the users are just protecting their regular browsing history. Some disturbing reports claim that some dark web users live stream murders. However, these live streams aren't technically considered red rooms, but rather spaces where criminals willingly make their crimes public. That said, this does indicate that red room technology could exist. One example of such a crime involved two men in Slovenia who fatally beat a third man while streaming on Facebook Live. The perpetrators were promptly arrested for their crime. Unfortunately, this incident of violence committed over Facebook Live is hardly isolated. Even so, these criminal acts are distinctly different from the alleged business model of red rooms. The FBI reportedly shut down a site called Cruel Onion that bore striking similarities to hypothetical red rooms. This and similar sites focus on cruelty to small animals, and viewers can allegedly make requests for specific acts via cryptocurrency. In 2016, Brent Justice was convicted for making such videos and was sentenced to 50 years in prison. His accomplice, Ashley Nicole Richards, pled guilty and received a reduced sentence. They were the first to be convicted of this type of crime under the U.S. Animal Crush Video Prohibition Act of 2010. The two reportedly had a rather active client base and would often take requests. Those who believe in the existence of red rooms often point to the case of Peter Gerard Scully. Scully is currently serving a life sentence in the Philippines after being accused of a number of crimes including sexual assault, graphic content involving children, human trafficking, and murder. Among Scully's crimes was the production and distribution of a film titled Daisy's Destruction, also referred to as The Destruction of Daisy. The crimes committed in the video are said to be so horrific that the Philippines considered reinstating the death penalty specifically for Scully's case. This is just one of many videos that Scully reportedly uploaded to the dark web. Although viewers had to pay to see Scully's videos, and though their content potentially fits Red Room criteria, it's unclear if any of the footage was live-streamed, a key distinction between snuff films and Red Rooms. The website The Human Experiment is said to be a legitimate Red Room where criminals allegedly perform horrible medical experiments on animals and people in exchange for cryptocurrency. On the other hand, many skeptics believe it's just a way to scare people away from the deep web. Regardless of which side makes a more compelling argument, these claims are all largely conjecture.